morning. Yesterday we saw a good bounce back in Indian market, and even in US also we saw very good bounce back of around 2%. Uh, but thereafter, more of the futures in the US market are flat, and even Asian market are marginal positive. We may see consolidation of yesterday's sharp up move in today's trade. If you see the commodity yesterday, oil prices moved up to $115 and then cooled off to $112. Yesterday, same time, it was at around $113. And the oil continued to remain a concern for the global and Indian economy. Apart from that, aluminum remained flat, copper remained flat, iron ore saw a 2% decline, and steel saw a 1% decline. Uh, we are seeing some movement in the sugar international prices. International prices, which were at around 18.5 cent a few days back, has now moved up to 20 cents, which is near to its high. This is mainly because of some cold wave in Brazil, which if sustained, then can have an impact on the Brazil production this year. We saw some consultant even reducing the sugarcane crop being lesser and reduce their production in recent past. So that can have some positive impact on the sugar stock in Indian market as well. Now I'll request technical team to take up from here.
Thank you, sir. Good morning, all of you. Yesterday we see some positive rally in Nifty. Last few trading session, we see the pressure in index, both Nifty and Bank Nifty. Nifty trading the near the upside immediate resistance around 16,350, If Nifty managed to sustain this level above 3,000, 16,400 level, then we expect further rally towards 17,000 and above range. Downside immediate support place around 16,040 and 16,000 at downside. If Nifty managed to sustain this level, then we expect the further momentum towards upside 16,400. Below 16,000, next immediate support place around 15,870, 800 at downside. Bank Nifty also trading the in a positive trajectory because it trading below the 33,750. That is a negative trajectory for Bank Nifty, and Bank Nifty managed to close above the near the 34,300 range. So we expect next immediate resistance place around 34,700, 34,800 in upside. Above that level, then we expect towards 35 to 50, 35 300 in upside. Support place around downside around 33 750 in Bank Nifty. Below that, we see the further pressure towards 33 300, 33,000 at downside. Both index looks positive at current level. Do we expect open a positive note and flattish positive note and remain a sideways during the day? Nifty Finance also looks positive at current level. Current immediate support place around 15,450 and resistance place around 15,650. Above 15,650, next immediate resistance place around 15,740 and support place around 15,360, 15,450 at downside. Stock specific ONGC looks positive at current level. Upside 170, 172. Next immediate resistance for ONGC. 157 is the immediate support for ONGC. Second, Kotak Mahindra looks positive at this current level. We expect further momentum 1517 1600 in upside. Support place around downside 1490 1417 in posit. That's it for technical. Derivative guy can get.
Very good morning, everyone. This is Ayush Mehta. I'll be covering the derivative part for today. So, if we look at the collected data points on the option chain, starting with the call option data, highest open interest is around 38.8 lakh contracts, is at 17,000 strikes, which will act as a crucial resistance in the Mace case. Whereas put option data indicates highest open interest of around 45 lakh contracts at 16,000 strike, which will be the strongest support level for Nifty in May series. So, as per the derivative data, we have seen a pullback rally. The immediate resistance at 16,400. No fresh buying until unless Nifty closes above the 16,400 mark. Once Nifty gets stable and gives a closing above 16,400, the next target would be 16,700 to 16,800. We recommend to hold long positions with a stop loss of 15,800. Once 15,800 is broken on closing basis, then only index will be dragged towards 15,500 to 15,200. PCR OI currently is 1.12, which is positive from derivatives data point of view. If PCR OI reaches 1.35, around 16,400 levels, then it will act as a positive sign for the index, and our targets of 16,700 to 16,800 will be achieved. That's all from my side. I request fundamental guys to take the call forward.
Good morning. A result of Accuracy Limited was marginally below expectation. Revenue came in line with expectation with a growth of 8% quarter on quarter and 38% year on year. Gross profit margin improved by around 60 basis points quarter on quarter and almost 300 basis points year on year. So that was a respite. However, Ebitda margins came in below expectation at 20.3% versus expectation of 21.5%. And since last couple of quarters, the Ebitda margin has been at around 21.78%. So that has declined mainly because of higher operating expenditure. We think this is because company has been rapidly expanding capacities, and so in this quarter there could be some higher overheads because of starting new capacity, and the entire capacity would not have been utilized during the quarter. So subsequently we should see operating leverage coming back. So nothing to worry on the margin front as such. Profits, that is why came at 16.5 crores against expectation of 18 crores. We remain positive on Accuracy. We will further update on the company post today's con call. Minda Corp, the auto ancillary, posted above expectation result. This was led by top line growth of 19%, which was driven by the CV segment. Expectation for top line growth was barely 4%. So that was a surprise. Ebitda margins have held up well at 11.4% against year on year 11.2%, despite some decline in gross margin. It remains a proxy on the two-wheeler industry revival in the short term, and in the long term, it is a proxy play on EV adoption in two-wheelers. So from a long-term perspective, we remain positive. DLF result has improved. The area booked by DLF came at 2729 crores against December quarter's 2018 crores, and year on year 1058 crores. So a big jump in this metric, and we are positive on DLF. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. Quite a lot results from yesterday. First of all, Abbott announced their results about India, and results were above expectations. Sales grew by 15%, and even margins have improved both on YOY and QoQ basis. Yesterday also we have said that among the MNC pack, we like Abbott India. The company has also announced 145 rupees final dividend, and also a special dividend of 130 rupees per share, totaling to 275 rupees per share. So that is an added attraction for the stock. So we continue to remain positive on Abbott India. Kazaria Ceramics announced their results, and results were below expectations. Though the sales grew by 15%, the major disappointment were the margins, wherein we're seeing the impact of the high inflation in raw material prices. The EBITDA margins came at 15% versus last year 20%. Bajaj Electrical announced their results and results were below expectations. Yeah, here also the kind of same story, that the revenues grew by though 5%, not very high number, but the major disappointment were the EBITDA margins. Indoco Remedies announced their results and company continued to post a good set of results. This continued in this quarter also. It posted a sales growth of 34% and margins have also improved to YOY basis. We can expect further upside on this stock from here onwards. Sapphire Foods announced their results and results were above expectations. Uh, the EBITDA margins have actually came at quite a came as a pleasant surprise at 20% versus expectation of 13%. During the con call also, the company has said that they are seeing good demand among all the franchisees, be it KFC, Pizza Hut, and even the Sri Lanka, where there has been a major concern. However, the company is not seeing any cause of concern there. And also, they are expecting that EBITDA margins on Pizza Hut likely to improve from here onwards. They have taken a price increase of around 9% on KFC, which would be reflected in Q1 FY23, and also taken around 2.5 to 3.5% price increase on Pizza Hut. Those things would be reflected in Q1. So we remain positive on this. Anyways, Q1 is kind of a strong quarter for the company. Bangalore Chemicals announced their results and results were declining. EID Perry also announced their results and results have improved. We are seeing on the standalone basis because Coromandel, it's a subsidiary, had already announced their results. So even on standalone basis, the company had posted good results. Galaxy Surfactants announced good results. The major surprise was the EBITDA margin, which was expected to come low because of the inflation. However, the company was able to beat that and posted good set of numbers. PI Industries continued its good trend and posted above expectation results. We have a con call today and get to know more details about it. Bajaj Healthcare announced their results and results were declining. So was for the Fairchem Organics, where the company posted the margins were below in Fairchem Organics. Nocel announced the results and results were above expectation. Sales grew by 44%. The major surprise came on EBITDA margin, which was 24% against expectation of 13%. There could be a chance of inventory gain in this company, which we'll get to know in today's con call. IOC announced their results and results were kind of below expectations, though the GRM margins were good. However, the sales and even the EBITDA and EBITDA margins overall were below expectations. We are seeing that the other OMCs are posting good results. So this can be a dampener in today's trade for IOC. Jubilant Engravia posted declining set of numbers. Dr. Lal Path Labs also posted below market results below market expectations. We have anyways seen quite a good correction in diagnostic companies because of the higher competition from the players like Tata MG, which have coming up with very aggressive pricing. So that is kind of a dampener for the diagnostic companies overall. Spark, that is the Sun Pharma advanced research company, posted results and results continue to remain weak. In another news, Bharat Rasayan has reported fire incident at one of its facilities at Dahej yesterday. The company has informed that 8 to 10 people have got injured and getting treatment. Other than this, the company has not disclosed any other details about what the products are and what kind of a revenue from that facility is. So however, this facility is covered under insurance, but we still believe this would be negative for Bharat Rasayan in today's trade. Zydus Life has said that they would be considering the buyback of shares on 20th of May along with the results when they would announce. So this could be keep the stock and momentum today's trade. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. MPS has posted its result. The company has posted okay set of numbers for the quarter with revenue coming in at 109 crores versus QOQ of 112 crores. Even on the EBITDA margin front, The company has posted 28.8% versus QOQ of 29%. Stock is trading at 11.9 times TTM EPS. Bharti Airtel has posted in line with expectation set of numbers both on the revenue and the margin front. ARPU came at rupees 178 versus expectation of the similar number. Revenue growth came in at 5% QOQ. The growth was majorly led by due to higher ARPU. Ebitda margins came in at 50.9% versus expectation of 50.8%. Stock is trading at a PE of 30.9 times FY23 EPS. Thank you.
Yeah, good morning. Star Cement result was in line with expectation. Revenue came at 749 crores versus expectation of 725 crores. EBITDA came at 113 crores versus expectation of 115.5. EBITDA margin came at 15.1% versus expectation of 15.9%. Share is trading at EV by EBITDA of 8 times FY23 EBITDA. Kirloskar Ferrous Industries reported declining set of numbers. Revenue came at 900 crores versus 932 sequentially. EBITDA came at 112 crores versus 137 crores quarter on quarter. Share is trading at EV by EBITDA of 5 times EBITDA on trailing basis. Thank you.
Good morning. So, Automotive Axles announced its results. The results have improved. The revenue came in at 552 crore, which grew by 48% on a sequential basis and 30% on a YOY basis. EBITDA margin came in at 11.2%, which improved from 9.3% on a sequential basis and 10.5% on a YOY basis. The stock is trading at a PE of 32.1 times TTM EPS. Thank you.
Yeah, now result expected on 20th May. Amra Raja Batteries expected to announce result, and we had seen Exide Industry reporting flattish number, and here again Amra Raja is expectation is more of a flattish type of number expected from Amra Raja Battery. Then Thermex is likely to announce result, and here the results are likely to show with improvement. No doubt margin will see some pressure year on year, but revenue is likely to grow by around 20%, and quarter on quarter margin will show some improvement from 7% to around 8%. Then GE T&D India is likely to report numbers, and numbers are likely to show declining trend, wherein margin pressure will come in this quarter. Then JK Tire is likely to report number. Here numbers are likely to show improvement. We had seen most of the tire company had shown good results, mainly backed by higher export and higher replacement demand, and that will have a positive impact on even JK Tire as well. Then NTPC is likely to announce result, and result is likely to be more of a flattish numbers expected from NTPC. Then result for 21st, that is Saturday, JK Cement is likely to announce results. We had seen most of the cement companies are reporting quarter on quarter increase of around anywhere between 70 rupees to 125 rupees increase in EBITDA per ton, whereas JK Cement is expected to report around 90 rupees decline EBITDA per ton quarter on quarter. So more of a declining set of numbers expected from it. Then Sri Cement again is expected to show around 50 rupees decline quarter on quarter in this quarter. Quite possible both the companies are of North India, and North India companies are showing some declining trend. such here again some declining is expected quarter on quarter. Then Jamna Auto is likely to report number. Here again, like Auto, it's a major supplier to CV, and most of the CV supplier has reported better numbers, and quite possible Jamna Auto can report better number in this quarter. Then Power Grid is likely to report number. Here numbers are expected to be more of a okay set of number with revenue growth of around 6% and EBITDA growth of around 4% year on year. Redington again is likely to report okay set of number with revenue growth of 9% and EBITDA growth of around 12% year on year. So that's all from us. Thank you very much and have a good day.
Subscribe to our YouTube channel for in-depth interviews of India Inc. and press the bell icon so that you do not miss our updates.